morning, everyone. I have kitties ready for me. Hi. Hi, everybody. You gonna come up and eat? Or is Stripe showing up mean we gotta stay down there to eat? Nope, Morris says, I'm really hungry today, Mom. I'm a-coming. Good boy. I was out here at midnight. I check on the kitties before bed every day, obviously. And because it's warm now, Morris is shedding something fierce. Because it's warm now, Marty and Stripe don't want to come in earlier in the evening. So I came out to get them at midnight when we were going to bed. And I'm trying to say as I fed Morris a little bit at midnight. The raccoons and possums come and finish the food pretty early these days, and there's not any left out. And I put a little out for him so he's good till I get out here in the morning so I don't have to rush and feel guilty. But I sat is trying to fake Marty out, get him to come inside. It's a little bit of a thing sometimes. Marty likes his freedom. You understand, I'm trying to keep him safe while I sleep, right? They can tend to get into mischief at night, and they sleep really good in the house. Like, they don't bother us at all, so there's no reason not to. I sat down on the end of the step here, and I felt this ouchie, and I thought it was, something sharp, and it was an ant bite that I got right at bedtime, and just, let me tell you, that was miserable. So I see the Mandevilla vine here is going up the stake for the Japanese maple, but it's not bothering the maple right now, but it is going. This one is like, I want to go somewhere. I want to go somewhere, lady. See what I can do about that. I finally have dried out just a little bit here in a day or so. I'll be watering the things that need the most water. I still got just a couple things to take care of, so that they don't dry out too quick. Your eye is covered. That must have been from the rain. There you go. Okay. Well, Freckles, the coleus, seems to be doing well. Not quite as good on this side. This side had just a little trouble right after it was planted, but it's taken off now, so that's good. It feels nice out here this morning. We've had a dip into 100%. I mean, we had 100% humidity for like 5 days straight. It was just pretty. It was important for us to get the rain, but then we had to deal with the humidity. But the humidity has backed off today, so it feels good. These hanging baskets that I put either 4 or 5 impatiens in and did myself, they're really filling out now. And my experience would be you can make pretty nice hanging baskets yourself if you have a 6-pack and some dirt, some good quality dirt, and a well-draining basket, I guess. It's not fancy, it's not mixed of several things or whatever, but it's pretty good. I'm just enjoying my flowers for a minute, despite the fact that somebody's doing yard work. This is looking pretty and good, like not messed up in that pot or anything. And so are all the little trees. Yeah. And the hydrangea. Looking good.
I came out with a little break after 3 calls right in a row. Bang, bang, bang. Why they have all the, well, at least it's Friday mornings, but why on Fridays? I have no idea. So my girl, she's planted that geisha gone wild. In the front yard. Looks great. And she's now planting the thing she picked up a couple of days ago.
At Lowe's with Sam.
And that's the pot where we got it at Ollie's.
Ollie's at the Supercharger.
That's right.
In Lexington.
Right.
Coming back from Charlotte.
Right. So anyway, she's in her Cyberport.
I'm in my element.
Yeah.
Me and the Cybertruck keeping me company.
I'm sure she probably has mentioned it, but it's like near perfect today. I mean, the humidity is gone. The sun is beautiful. It's beautiful out here. I mean, it's just, I don't know that you can get. It's a little warm in the sun, but in the shade, it's to die for.
Yeah, Don's gonna walk and show you the Shishingashara.
Oh, I am?
And the geisha gone wild down there. You
Okay.
can just call it the lion tree.
The lion
It looks
tree.
like a lion's mane. That's
Okay.
what and that's why I'm sweating, because we were
she
in
was
the sun.
in the sun.
In the sun.
Yeah.
But over here in the shade, it is much less humid today.
Yes. So this is pretty much max sun. The shadow will be moving towards the house, and the sun will be coming over this. So now all these, they're all fully in the sun. And what she just planted was this one right here in the middle here. This is the geisha gone wild. It's a really robust, I mean, it looks totally different. You know, when it was down on the ground, it looked a little puny, but you know, now that she's got it up in that big pot up off the ground, it looks a little bit more substantial than it was. The other one she's been doctoring is this one over here, but she's pretty much been here in the sun all morning. And as I said, this is the sunniest part of the day for this area. Hopefully all the little solar panels are doing their thing, charging up, especially the one over here on the birdhouse. It's really important that one get a good blast of sun, and it should be charging now, because it's going to they're building the nest, and we didn't recharge the battery. So hopefully a really nice day like this will help top up that battery, especially if they're not going in and out, because it triggers when they go in and out, and that uses more battery. So if they're not going in and out a lot, it has a chance to charge up.
So the begonia in the front got put in that pot, and you can see the clearance plants. Both of them from Lowe's are doing good, but particularly the white Wave Runner petunia is coming back out very nicely. I am deadheading the geranium as it blooms and finishes. And I put that pot I was working on over here. It's always just so much fun to plant something in a pot. I know they call them drop-ins for a reason, but 2 inches around the plant to put the dirt in would be a lot nicer than almost none. These flowers like the sun. They'll get a lot of morning sun, and then they'll be in the shade at the hottest part of the day. So I think we're good there. And that's probably enough for now. I mean, I could do more. I've got things to put in the ground, but I'm going to go edit the video and then see where we are. And oh my God, I just love this hydrangea. It has pink, purple, and blue on it all in one time, and I'm just in love. I think it's just awesome. I mean, I love these two, don't misunderstand. I'm happy for all flowers, but this one here is just, with the variation in color all at once, is just really doing it for me today. I'll have to go take a minute and see if there's an egg in the bluebird house today. You can see the 2 trees. 4 total, but the 2 in the middle that I installed this morning. One was already sitting in the pot, and the other one I put in the pot. Looking good, looking good. And yeah, I'm a little late getting the dry chow out here on the front porch. There's a couple, 2 or 3 male bluebirds, and not the babies, floating around this morning. So Mama ought to have plenty of help with her nest. I guess I'm having trouble sitting today, so video still hasn't been edited. I swear I'm going to go do that now. But I'll just show you the table here. You know, I did the lovebirds in the car. These were things back and forth to Charlotte. I did basically the whole table, the little things on the table. But I had the parts for this, and the stickers came and stuff, and I fixed this. It's back to the way it's supposed to look now. It's all good, right down to the little you know, thing you listen to in the garden, and the right color tile up here. And I think I still have a minifigure or 2 coming to swap it out, but the ones I got there look really great, but I know they're ordered. And I fixed the cafe seating here, the one that's a little farther away. It's got white seats and the right color tabletop, and all that's in order now. And you know, I finished this last night. So yeah, it's a nice little spring and summer layout here right now. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And I moved the Tranquil Garden in here on the table. I think it looks nice there with the little butterfly tea light thing in the background. I still got to do space stuff and redo the top shelf in here. That probably isn't going to happen in the next couple of weeks, though. I got other stuff. The case put on an update, and the software level is 14.66, 2026.14.66. And full self-driving is now 14.3.3. So I think we've got the spring update and we've got the FSD. And I guess this was the one that was sort of supposed to bring everything together all in one thing. So way cool. We already reviewed in another video all the new interesting stuff. My only question is the blind spot warning. If you have to have okay, so you have to turn it on under controls, lights, blind spot warning, accent light, because I know that we have our LED lights only coming on at dark, night only, and so it looks like it defaulted to on in this case because Tesla thinks it's such a good idea. So now instead of just the red dot in the door, this door light, if there's somebody over there, is going to
way cool.
warn you. Does it flash or is it solid? I haven't. Come on.
You gotta hit the eye.
I was trying. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Just mansplain me. Just go ahead. Just,
no problem. Anytime you need mansplaining,
you come down here. I was trying
there you go.
Accent lights will illuminate red when an object is detected in your blind spot in an adjacent lane and your turn signal is engaged. So I guess it just comes on. It doesn't flash, but we'll test it out. Anyway, Dawn was done with work for the day, and I said, you know what, I need content.
Yeah, that's right.
I was delayed in starting video editing and finishing video editing, and then Dawn was taking off early, and it just got too late to go to town by myself, and I said, let's just go have some fun. Let's go drive the Cybertruck into town. Yeah. It'll be a great test at Friday rush hour traffic. Yes. Okay. Well, we have everything now. This one is everything. But for a while, on one of the cars, we had the spring update, and on the other car, we had the FSD stuff. And I think Robot had the FSD stuff, and Case had the spring update. It was very confusing, obviously, for me. And all I'm saying is FSD's changed on Case now, so we'll be redoing another parking test. A driveway test and a parking test will matter because it's changed. It didn't matter when we got the spring update. That was all I was saying.
That's right.
So,
right, because Robot actually went into the garage one time.
Yes. Yeah. Not as far as necessary, but yeah. And the other day when Don backed in, he simply gave Case a little more acceleration. Just tapped it right in order to get Case to back up some more.
That's right, because I've done it enough now that I know that what happens is it backs and stops and puts itself in park. So what I did is before it actually stopped, and I gave it just a little bit more accelerator, and it went back a little bit. And then, of course, as soon as I took my foot off the accelerator, it immediately parked, went into park. So it's sort of quick. It'd be nice, like sometimes we've been places where it goes up and stops, it does like a 5 count, and then it goes into park. That would be a better thing here whenever you're parking, in case you wanted to just touch it a little bit to make it back up a little bit more or something. So I guess that's my thinking is we'll see how this parking works. I'm sure they'll lick it, and it'll be incredible once they get done.
Yeah, I was just thinking we could go back and watch a video from 3 years ago, and the cars wouldn't come down the driveway. Basically didn't do anything. And I'm sure in 2 years we're going to watch, and every single video Case is going to be parking perfectly, and Robot's going to be parking perfectly, and this will be a distant memory. It's just the current thing to talk about is parking.
Right, because
home and away.
Yeah, because on Robot I need to turn that thing that says open the door when you're close.
Right.
Because now it sort of makes sense to use that, because otherwise I don't think it'll try to park in the garage. I manually opened because I knew we were coming up the hill, and I hit the button
So it was, by the time the car got to the garage door was open.
Right.
So anyway, we're in for a little fun here for the next, little bit of time until.
Well, we got to have some. All of us Tesla people got to have something to talk about. And right now, one of the things is speed control is still a topic, although it's improved, and parking. So
anyway, we can always talk about potholes. So
there's also potholes. Yeah, right. Please don't ruin take out a wheel rim. That's yep. Hey, Grok, navigate to Harris Teeter on Broad Street.
Navigating to Harris Teeter on East Broad Street in Fuquay Varina. It's 3.9 miles away, about 13 minutes.
And after Harris Teeter, navigate me to Walmart on Broad Street. And then, Grok, I want to go home after Walmart.
Updated. Harris Teeter first, then Walmart Supercenter on East Broad Street in Fuquay Varina. Total about 13 minutes to Walmart.
Okay, can you insert first the stop at Kohl's?
Route updated. Kohl's on Lakestone Commons Avenue first, then Harris Teeter, then Walmart Supercenter. About 15 minutes to Kohl's.
And at the end, the last stop should be home.
Route updated. Kohl's first, Harris Teeter, Walmart Supercenter, then home. About 14 minutes to Kohl's.
All right, let's go, Donnie. Goodbye, Grok.
Safe travels, Donnie. See you soon.
Okay, goodbye, Grok. Yep. Oh, he's telling me he doesn't have his pogo watch. All right, go run in and get your pogo watch, and then we're going to go.
I was trying to not mess up your video.
And we're off with the appropriate pogo playing equipment. I think we got all our deliveries of the day. We've had another stick come down, or maybe I missed that one because it was on the other side of the car when I was stopping. And so that darn deer last night, I would just come and being reminded. Now, first off, he's ate part of my hanging basket at the mailbox now. It's not the most severe haircut of any hanging basket ever, but she has eaten on it now. And I chased her off early in the evening because my motion sensor thing was letting me know. If it goes off once, it's usually a raccoon or a possum. If it goes off 3 times in a row really quick, it's a deer every single time. So one of us will get up and go chase it. But because she's really near my expensive flowers. If she wants to go eat some ferns off in the woods, that would be fine. But that's not what she wants. And anyway, she came back at 11. I'm sure it was the same soul, though, out there again. This one has gotten really brazen about coming up near the house. And the first time I handled it, the second time Dawn handled it. So what did you do? Is everything okay?
I wanted to go through the neighborhood, but it's not going to let us.
No? Yeah, you definitely want to do that, though. I don't know. Maybe if I missed it. I think it was that. But anyway, I don't know. I have a little trouble picking let's see, Judd Parkway, Old Honeycutt. That's fine to go to Kohl's. We'll go through the Wham Bam Tesla Cam intersection.
That's right.
And hope not to have any run-ins with the Honda Civic today.
That's right.
I have trouble picking what's the alternate route I want, even though I know what it is. The visualization for me, you almost have to be an expert about the street layout, and then you're driving while you're trying to do it. So I don't know.
There's a particular.
It's great if you remember at home.
It's red up here because they back up at this traffic light.
Yep.
But the problem is this left turn right here is not easy to make either, and it just doesn't show red. But it can be red right there. Where we need to go is that making that left turn can really back up.
Yeah.
So it's,
Dawn just happens to be in Sloth right now.
Right. I'm in sloth.
Wants to know why you intervened. We now have this pesky thing up of navigation is the reason. And
Right.
so what's happened now, which I didn't understand fully the other day when our friend Richard was asking me about it, is instead of popping up and letting you give voice stuff, it pops up and asks you those 4 questions. And so if you do, I guess, then want to report something about FSD, you're going to have to press the microphone button and say bug report and say what the issue is if you wanted to give more context. My guess would be, number one, they wanted to categorize the things so they could get a feel for what they were. The truck slowed down for the postal.
The mail guy.
The mail guy getting his own mail after a long day. Probably best seeing him, but he had on his official USPS stuff. Anyway, I think, you know, there's probably so many disengagements and so much feedback that it's hard to manage the data, although I'm sure Grok is crunching on it for Tesla. And then categorizing it is pretty good, is, you know, a quick way. And I'm sure they're more interested in critical interventions than they are in navigation and preference, right? Navigation and preference is like, well, we probably just ignore that. I know we want the navigation, you know, FSD would be better if we could get all these navigation quirks sorted. But yeah, so the mechanism, I knew about the window and it coming up, and it just, in our case, in this screen, it's just covering my book or music or whatever, the little, what they call these, the card, whatever card is down there. But you do have to decide something, pick something there. Well, this isn't bad today at all. I don't know how we got so lucky.
Yeah.
This can be backed up pretty far.
Right. I think it was because the light just turned red. In other words, they cleared everybody in the last batch, and the light back there hasn't.
Yep.
That wave hasn't got there.
Hasn't. Yep. So I owe you guys an update on my blood work lab, since I talked about it the last 2 days in a row. I should talk about it. I should let you know how it turned out. Around 10:30 last night, I got a WakeMed. Your provider has put a message in my chart, not test results, but your provider. And I had actually sent her a message earlier in the day about the wisdom teeth thing. So anyway, I logged in and I handed Don the computer and I had him go read it. I don't know how that's really supposed to keep me calmer, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. And she went over my lab, she did a write-up on it, and everything was normal except, and this is not a big deal, my RBC and my hematocrit were a little high. By a little high, I mean they were just past green, like a percentage of a point or a point. They were not significantly high. And I've actually seen that one time before when Dr. Hardyhood was doing the blood work. And it's the thing that freaked me out the one time, that now I don't look at the blood work unless Dr. Hardyhood's there to interpret what's being seen in the blood work, because it freaked me out so bad. So, and you know, this whole thing, it just stems from having had cancer. You know, I guess, you know, for me, I had cancer and then I developed this weird neurological stuff, and it just messed me up. Okay. So that's just it. But anyway, there was no sign of infection. You know, there were things that Dr. Hardyhood, from talking with her, my oncologist, we know, you know, things she's looking out for, lymphocytes and white blood cells and stuff to be in, you know, calcium stuff to be in the normal range to indicate you don't have a cancer issue. So, well, we knew this blood work was fine in February, and it's still fine. And then the other things she checked, like my vitamin D and B12 and SED rate and EGFR. Yeah, Don's like, can I have your EGFR? It was 94. Okay.
Yeah. Really good.
It was really good. So anyway, I guess I wasn't dehydrated, because unfortunately with that number going in either, you know, too hydrated or dehydrated, it sort of can be tipped by how much water you drink a little bit. Anyway, you know, the good news is nothing's wrong with my blood work, and the bad news is well, she has no clue why I'm having the pain that I'm having, or how that could be causing other things that are going on. So I'm sort of burnt out on doctor's visits now, and I'm pretty convinced that the pain is caused by TMJ, teeth clenching stuff that's somehow gotten worse because my stress has gotten bad because I'm scared about my health. So I think not having any more doctor's appointments is the right way to go. I've been to 2 appointments in the last week, and we other than verifying again that there's nothing wrong, we've made no improvement in anything. And I didn't figure we were going to, but I'm always hopeful, and then I try, and then I give up. So I'm officially giving up and not trying anything else right now. Then I also found out with MakeMed, don't ever schedule a follow-up doctor's appointment when you're already stressed and waiting on other stuff, because they will spam you to death with, go fill out your e-check-in and go make your payment, and remember you've got the appointment you just scheduled. And yeah, it just wasn't a good thing. So I'm done for a while. I may talk about my neck hurting me. It's not been as bad today, although when I was editing the video, it did start to crank up a little bit. It felt a little bit not as bad today. So I don't know. I may complain about it from time to time, but I'm not going to fish anymore in the ocean for what might be the cause. And you know, should they just want to, I don't know, fuse something in my neck, for example, and I'm not going to let them do that, so I probably don't need to go figure it out. Yeah, somebody had said, oh, they're just clear cutting the trees over there. They're selling the trees for lumber, and people are like, they don't cut down the trees on the major intersection corner unless they're going to. So I have no idea yet what's going in on this side of the intersection, but I do know on the other side of the intersection it's Lowe's Foods. So yeah, we needed whatever's going in here. We needed that. We already, you know, I don't know, traffic this afternoon is like,
yeah, we're not bad.
It's better than some other times, but sometimes you can't get through here for sure. And
yep, there's a juniper.
yeah, I mean, this in there, and there's a classic. So anyway, there's where things are. I'm not dying. My blood work is good, and I'm just gonna go back to trying to relieve stress and stay calm. So funny. Might help if I stop drinking so much coffee. There's a Model S.
Yeah.
And Case took us to the back of the parking lot to take us down straight up the front, because you know he can't cross any lines.
Cannot cross lines. That's right.
And won't pull through parking spaces.
And will not pull through parking places.
Well, you know, on the one hand, I get it, because some parking lanes are only one direction.
That's right.
And they're angled. And so, but on the other hand, I would say that when you back out, do you back left or do you back right? And how does he know when he backs out that he's going in the right direction in the parking line either? So
if not, it'll just go around the parking lot.
And the short story here is I'm going in to look at spatulas at some place that has fancier kitchen stuff. Don's got on his new Wookiee. Soft Wookiee, warm Wookiee, giant ball of fur, hairy Wookiee, angry Wookiee, grr, grr, grr. Yeah. Can't even film a video without one of those Teslas coming up in the background. There's another. God. I made a mistake, and I asked Don if he wanted to walk in with me, and I invited all this extra scrutiny. Right. What was I thinking?
I'm gonna definitely pick out my spatula now.
Well, we can come to an agreement on this important piece of kitchen.
Yeah. Gotta go in the dishwasher.
Yeah, well, we're going to put it in the dishwasher whether it's supposed to go in the dishwasher or not. I didn't think we were just coming in to look at a spatula, did you?
Silly me.
I told Don we had to look at the shirts here today at Guardian Angel next year at Metalhead for R2D2. It was pretty cute, and there was a Snoopy, and there was a whole bunch of 4th of July America 250 shirts. A whole collection of Pete the Cat, and look, we got Mickey Mouse stuff, Disney. Don's just so happy he's in here with me. He can hardly contain himself. But look, there's a whole wall of kitchen utensils, and there are a few spatulas. Well, this one looks promising, but will it rust? Will it rust? It looks a little too bright to me.
Yeah.
You check out the quality of the stainless steel. So they call it a turner and not a spatula. That is easier to spell, however, and it is stainless steel. It's the same price here as on Amazon, and we're thinking about it, but it's not as flexible as we sell Bird Fee here, the plain Jane one, with the base model, the original. Let's call it the original. They sell the original. We're not out in Ruby.
No, we're not.
And neither one of us is in the car, even if we were, but it's a Ruby Vintage Model X.
That's right.
Thank you. Guess it's just my week to run into red Model X. God bless them for still being around. So how much did your spatula cost you besides the $13.99 for the spatula?
Yeah, it's like 34 bucks. It's okay, sweetheart.
Don says this car, what was the bumper sticker?
So I had a bumper sticker that says, "Face it, I was crazy before the cats."
Pull forward, I gotta see this bumper sticker. I'll roll my window down, drive me past it. And there's a kitty on the dash.
Yes, there's a couple stickers on it. That's right.
Me, you know, it's kitty shed season right now, so I actually have orange Marty fur on me. Okay.
It's got a cute little kitty sticker here.
Here.
And then
on this side.
Down there.
Oh, yeah. Let's face it, I was crazy before the cats. I love it. I should see if I can 3D print that. Well, this is one of those crazy things where it took us all the way back in front of Big Lots down here to the end so that we can turn right onto the road we could have turned right onto way over there.
Yeah.
And get to the stoplight, which is to our right. So I was too giddy with joy about the stuff that I bought at Kohl's that I wasn't filming, but
you did fine, sweet pea.
Poor Dot in there. It's like, well, they got some batteries. Oh, they got a charging cable. In a sea of pink and non-necessary girl stuff, Don, you know, it was
found batteries
and a charging cable. Now we need to go left here, car. It says both these lanes are, I don't know. This is the right turn only lane, and we need to go left, so we are in the wrong lane.
Well, we'll see what happens.
It's going to try to turn left out of the right lane.
I don't know.
There was paint back there that said that this was...
We can get over.
That
There's
this...
nobody in that lane yet.
Right.
Except for this lady is on her phone.
Yep. Not going through the light. Well, she's going to probably... Nope, didn't go through. God, what a...
It's all right.
Okay.
So, hang on a second. Now, that was...
I don't know what that...
Navigation error.
Okay.
We had to take control.
But this one is... Bug report. Car put us in the right turn lane for a navigated left turn. We had to get out of FSD. It says it created it. Okay. Way cool. You don't have to press it. When you're done talking, it just goes away, I guess.
Sure it does.
Here. Canceled.
Wow. That girl, she knows all.
Do you guys love how I just reach over and run the car for Don while he's driving?
You're my co-pilot. I got nothing. I'm guess supposed to be the captain. I'm just supposed to sit here. If you need me, call me.
Okay, but that's a demonstration of using bug report. It actually doesn't work or didn't work well in Ruby, but I guess in the Cybertruck it's okay.
There's a Juniper.
Yeah, those Teslas are everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't been to Kohl's or come out of Kohl's in a long time, so no clue if that thing that happened, which is really navigation and not FSD, if that's right, a persistent error or if that was a new thing. It's so hard to know, I guess. Well, we're getting off easy navigating around town today. We should come to town at 5:30 on Friday every week. Yeah, really. It's easier than during the day, for goodness sake. Harris Teeter has Good Cook brand, and the only thing that has flex to it is this guy, although that is actually really flexible. Well, we're going to Walmart, so it's going... Well, saw her in the shadow. I couldn't see her very well for the glare, and she was between those two columns. Did you see her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're also farther left, and I have the pillar here.
Right.
But it's just going out down here on the end, which is probably better than trying to deal with the other entrance.
Yeah.
Somebody was rumbling back there. Little loud, little loud. So Walmart and then home. Did you get you a nap?
I did fall asleep, but the sun was coming too bright. I need to bring my mask.
Yeah, sleep mask.
From the other car, or put one in here.
Do we have one in the other car?
Yes, I have one.
I didn't know. How did I miss that?
Well, it's because you don't take naps.
Oh boy, we have a green arrow and case went.
Yeah.
Are we now we're going to make a U-turn
We're going to go in the back.
and turn in 400
Let her
feet?
go around.
Well, hopefully we're going to just, where was she going to go?
I don't know.
U-turn then, you know, it did this for Walmart the other day too.
That was
Huge mistake.
navigation here.
Bug report. Cybertruck navigation issue, trying to go in the wrong exit at Walmart and then pass Walmart and go up the street and do a U-turn and then come back in Friday afternoon traffic. It was just a mess. Done this before. Don wants to come in that entrance because then you make the right turn here and you can let your passenger out.
That's right.
But he doesn't want to go past that turn and then further and then make a U-turn and then come back, and then it wants to come in here, out at the front.
Yeah.
So that's 2 serious navigation failures today.
Yeah,
That has
but
made
that's
that's
not FSD.
not FSD, but it sucks nonetheless. That's only $7 for a slotted spatula and a solid, and the same thing for the spoons, and it's very heavy, but who says it won't rust? And it has no flexibility whatsoever. This style wouldn't be bad if it would, if the handle wasn't so long for the grill. And the cake turner is too narrow and too stiff. I feel like the Project Farm guy now. Let's have a test of all of the spatulas. Pioneer Woman. That's pretty stiff too. Prep Solutions, very stiff. But this one's only $5 and it's and like those other 2, they felt rough. This is OXO, but it's $18. This is a restaurant turner. They actually don't have the spatula here that we bought at Kohl's. So should we see if the Cybertruck can possibly redeem itself and get us out of this parking lot and take us home?
Yeah, I think
Do we know navigation which way you wanted to go out of here?
Not really.
Well, this is going to, where are we? Here. It's going to take us to the right. No, it's going to go out. It's going to go out of, okay. Well, it could go out that way, but that would take us down to James Slaughter, bring us in the other Judd Parkway.
Right, whatever way you want to go.
Well, no, you like to go past Aviator. That's my point.
Well, no,
so it's turning to the right. So it's
trying to go through Judd
It's going
Parkway.
left than Judd Parkway. So you like to go this way.
That's right.
Down Broad Street.
That's right.
And it's not quite going to take you past Aviator, but...
Right, I understand. So we're good?
Because Don wants to actually go here and then over to here. So that's still not quite how Don would prefer to go.
Right, well, it's just that this right, this left and that right is kind of a pain, where if you go down through, plus you get to go through...
Well, you can just take over for a minute if you want. All right, so let's watch it get us out of the parking lot.
Type the code in.
Since it's been so annoying today.
All right, here we go, baby.
So our guy's parked his truck for the weekend and already picked up his Tesla. Or parked his truck for the day and picked up his Tesla. Oh, the blood drive's here. Did they show up after we parked?
No, that was here when we parked. I've got saw some advertisements for like $120.
Yep.
But
your own negative is $120. The $70 is for just, you know, boring old people like me.
But the, I guess where I was going with this, I don't know why I should probably not let her do this. This is just asking for trouble. That's why I like to go out that other way.
Oh, okay. Well, you could have done that. I'm sorry. But this is good testing.
Yeah. See, she pays attention here.
Yeah, I've not had any trouble at this intersection, but you haven't. You, like you said, you don't normally come through this intersection.
Gonna go. That guy's gonna sit there.
I don't know why that person stopped.
Yeah, that person wasn't supposed to stop, but it wasn't.
Okay.
The case wasn't gonna wait there for them to change their mind.
So far, so good.
Yep.
Well, this is the most congestion we've seen, which I guess makes sense here in front of the...
Yeah. Well, now this is good. So, wow, I did that better than I could have done it, because it kept track of that car. That was impressive because it was blinded by that other car, blocked the view. But that's that. It saw the car and it knew how that car. It calculated where it was going to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I like to go because of the right turn. I don't like to make a left there. So this is all right because you make a right turn. That's why I go through downtown Verena here. It's because it's a right turn out of the parking lot.
Right.
If you go out the back of the Walmart parking lot, that's a right turn out of there to get going. And then you have the choice of going straight or making the right. So anyway, it's just, that's all this is. And as Marianne said, the thing to do here when we get down here is just to get out of...
Doesn't look bad today, though.
Get out of self-driving and...
I'm hitting navigation.
Yeah. Go through the light. I got out a little early, but...
Yes.
We're just going to zoom through the light here and then go through downtown. There's another one of those Teslas.
Yep. Red Model 3.
Yeah, well, I think I saw in that thing...
There's a white Model Y.
I saw in the... oh, goodness, it's going to try to go...
Yeah, besides...
It just doesn't...
You have to hit the same one.
I know. Well, I don't know which one's on.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm only laughing because I've done the exact same
I couldn't
thing.
see when I look it down at the bottom.
Yeah.
I couldn't see because the sun was washing out my eyes.
There's a Model S. There was another Y in there too.
All right.
Looked like there might have been a Mach-E charging. Black Mach-E. Well, if I drove electric and I worked at Aviator, I'd sure be parking my EV over at the, you know, at that charger, I guess, while I was working. Guess it depends on how much per kilowatt hour.
Right. It depends if you got... Like, it would certainly be possible because I don't think it's what we pay downtown Fuquay? That was 30...
I forget.
Yeah. It was 30-something cents a kilowatt.
It wasn't horrible. Alright, well, we did pretty good. Oh, he's got the navigation pop-up again because Don engaged before we got past where it wanted to turn us around. That was quite unexpected, I would say, though. Alright, let's see what we do here on the driveway.
Yeah, it came right down, self-driving. It didn't hesitate at the street.
Right.
It's so far, it's like perfect.
And I'm hitting the... Ooh! Oh my God, we've never done this before. Holy sh... It's a little close to the metal. I mean, it really wasn't close, but... Did you do that?
Yeah.
So Don made it go even farther forward, but I okay. Well, Don said he can't pause because then it immediately goes into park.
Right.
But it was going to stop too far back.
It was going to stop too... Well, yeah. Well, okay. So where's the camera? What I was looking... Now, I did pull a little further forward than I want.
As you were saying.
All right. So if you look right here, you can see the asphalt. It is about I would say it's a further forward. So I tapped it twice. I should have probably only tapped it once. But one of the things is we don't have to walk around the front. We have to walk around the
back.
We don't walk in the woods. We don't go out there unless we have to plug the charging cable in. I actually prefer this way. I know it's not as good a view from the video. It looks more badass with the Cybertruck facing out. But the charge port is on this side. So,
well, we all keep on waiting for it to become consistent and do the same thing every time. And maybe for the rest of forever, it's just going to park however it wants to park.
Well, there's one other thing. How's it going to handle backing? When we leave, we go to leave tomorrow or next time we drive it. What is it going to do? Is it going to do some kind of silliness? Or is it just going to back up and then go forward? Which is
yeah, and we can, obviously see really good with the cameras. But one of the reasons I like to pull out is I feel like I have better control of knowing where all the cats are.
Right.
But then we back out of the garage, so I don't know. I'll see how I feel tonight since we're parked in the wrong direction, how I feel about it.
Right, I was actually okay with walking the cord around that. And the cord is long enough. The cord was not, it wasn't too short. So I wasn't having to pull it tight or anything. I just had to walk around the end of the Cybertruck. And I had already told Mary Ann, I've got some of those pavers I could put there to extend the...
so you're not walking in the leaves or mud or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And pulling in further when we're backing in gets the windshield where the sun doesn't come in. So the sun doesn't come into the interior of the car. It hits the very front of the car, of the Cybertruck, but it doesn't get very much. So right now, as far in as we are, the sun will barely even touch the tonneau cover. I don't even know it'll even get there because the tailgate's so high, the sun won't even hit the top of the tailgate now. I think it might shine on the bottom of the tailgate or the bumper, but it won't anyway. And that keeps from heating up the interior so much. Anyway, we'll see.
It's different.
Yeah, I like it the other way too.
Okay. Well, also, not that it can't be unplugged and moved, but it does put the charging cable more in the path of walking around if I'm working over there.
When she's working over there, the other way it wasn't because it was all the way at the back of the carport, and it was around the back of the Cybertruck.
No tripping hazard.
No tripping hazard. So that was that. Mary Ann's absolutely correct. It's a little more in the way, parked this way. It was way easy to put it in there though. I just plugged it in, but like I said, if I put the pavers, we've got those 6
red from, they used to be under the trash cans.
That's right, and that they do perfect. Give you a 18-inch walkway across the back of the Cybertruck, so you could just walk on those instead of walking on the pine straw or the leaves or the debris.
Right.
And that way, when she blows the carport, she can blow that off, and the leaves will just go.
Right. I ordered a fancy wind spinner, and we're going to at least look at it in the box.
Oh, it's fancy, fancy. Look at that. Ooh, this thing.
Well, this one doesn't have quite as much to put together as maybe the other one did. But don't worry, there's all this stuff that goes around the bottom of it that has to spin too.
Yeah.
So
this is...
It doesn't appear damaged.
No,
and I see instructions in that corner over there.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh. All right.
Oh, it's got bearings. It actually got bearings.
Yeah, this one is... Grok and I had a conversation of if I spend that amount of money on it, what's the chances it holds up for 5 years? And the chances were good.
Chances are good.
Chances are good. And this one is rated not a piece of junk like some of the really cheap ones on Amazon are. So
that's probably because it wasn't cheap.
Right. Well, you get what you pay for is the saying. So we won't go into how. Hey, look, I use my Amazon points. Some people get points to travel. I get points to spend on Amazon for fun stuff.
Yeah, and it takes 4 pages of instructions to put it together, and they're pictures.
Yeah. I do see words though.
That's right.
Something tells me you can handle it.
Yeah, I think I can. I can do this.
Yeah, and it's like 84 inches. It's tall. This is not a little tiny thing, and it's going in the side yard.
Congratulations, you have assembled.
If you get that far.
The whole assembly, you may now relax and enjoy the wind spinner.
Is that what it says? Yeah, you can take your chair over there and get bit up by mosquitoes and watch it spin.
No, thank you, sweetheart. But it looks like it looks doable. I'm thinking it's totally doable.
All right. Well, he promised me we could look at it tonight, but he'd put it together tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it.
But Donnie, just so you know, even though it's not the most important thing on your list, it's the first thing on your list. Make the girl smile, number one, and then go from there.
Right. Well, if it was breezy today, I'd probably just go out there and do it now. But there's no wind. You want to see it spin. Besides that, I've got how many of these things to do? 50? 150?
There's 2 tall, 8 short, 6 or 8 of the shepherd's hook, or a little hooky things, and then there's some wind spinners. I was busy at the dollar store, and Don knows that Harris Teeter is code for Dollar Tree.
That's right.
It's so convenient that they're right next door, but I did get you a porterhouse steak. So
well, that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah. So I've found that heat works a little bit better with these.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you handle the heat, and I'm going to go for the non-heat ones. I told him he said I'm going to go out and do it for you, and I said I'll come out and we'll do them together.
Yeah.
I didn't pressure him in the slightest. The next thing I knew, he was just getting it out of the box.
Yeah, well,
it's kind of nice right now.
Yeah, I don't want to waste a nice evening.
Yeah.
And it's a little early to stop. I mean, and we got just enough daylight. It's 7:30 on the dot.
It's time for installation. It didn't take you long, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
and that was reading carefully and not rushing.
And that's missing one part. Oh, my watch is on something else.
It is 7:48.
Yeah, 48.
Okay, so like I said, 15-20 minutes. Hi, Morris. We're sorry to scare you. We didn't mean to startle you, buddy. Sorry. There's the window. I was thinking, here. So this thing has a 3-pronged, I think it's 3. It's 3, right? Not 4, yeah. 3-pronged claw. And they were about 10-inch spikes, and Don's got them at least 8 inches into the ground, and brought out his tools to level it, and piece of wood to protect it when he hit on it just a little bit. And there it is. Pretty cool. It goes obviously either way, and one can be going one way while one goes the other way, and it's pretty. Went to get the wrench so he can tighten it 1 notch more, so he'll be all right tight.
Back. Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah. I'm impressed. It's somebody put a little work into it to design.
Yeah, well, they've got 50 to choose from. So if you go out to the site, you're going to spend a little bit of time. You're going to have to narrow it down to a handful and then go from there.
Right, sure.
Cyan Oasis.
Cyan Oasis, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing, I would say the only thing I didn't like too much was this. There ends up with a gap. This is the nut right here. And they give you a wrench to get up there to tighten this up.
But there's no little cover.
There's no little cover.
You would have put a little cover.
The bearings right there. They put a cap up here so that bearing's not going to get too wet. And there's the finial is going to take care of that bearing.
Right.
So you don't want to trap water in there, so you want it to definitely run through.
Drain, but
yeah. But I would have preferred a little, maybe something. But it's hardly noticeable from a few feet away.
Well, it's almost dark out here. Yeah. I'll get some better video when the wind's moving it, and picture when it's sunny too.